Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we are playing a new deck that is going to feature again some more cards from Jumpstart. We recently played a green deck that was all based on walls and defenders, but we are going to kind of flip it around and do something a little different that involves giant creatures. So real quick though, before we hop into today's deck, I do want to remind everybody that if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that bell icon, and please leave a comment down below and check out all of the cool links that we have below in the description. So all right, with that being said, let's just hop right into the video today, and we are calling it Behemoth Hunt. So this deck features one of a really cool reprints that we got with Jumpstart in the form of Craterhoof Behemoth. So this is an 8-mana 5/5 with haste that says, when it enters the battlefield, all of our creatures gain trample and +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures we control. So typically what you want to do with this is be on a go wide plan. You want to play a lot of creatures because all of your creatures are going to benefit, because the more creatures you have in play, the bigger they will all get, and they'll get trample and all that other good stuff. Well, we are going to try to put a lot of creatures into play. We're not typically playing like an elf plan or anything like that though, but we are playing a lot of cheap mana dorks, and we are trying to ramp out mana with Oracle of Mul Daya. Oracle of Mul Daya is also a cool reprint that we got in Jumpstart. Lets us play an additional land on each one of our turns. We can play with the top card of our library revealed, and we can play lands from the top of our library. So if we do have lands on top, we do get the bonus ability of actually getting to play one of those lands off the top of our deck if we do see a land there. In combination with this, since we're playing all lands and all creatures, we also get the benefit from Vivien Monsters Advocate that says we can look at the top card of our library and we can play creature cards from the top of our library. So we do have there's a world we live in where we have multiple Oracle of Mul Dayas in play with a Vivien, and we can just kind of keep playing cards off the top of our library, play a lot of creatures, play a lot of land, and get a Craterhoof Behemoth and pump everything and just get in there and swing. So that is something cool. But yeah, we do want to feature all of our big creatures because they all do serve different purposes. Ghalta, obviously. Ghalta is a giant dinosaur, 12 mana, 12/12 with trample, but Ghalta costs less mana for each power that you control. So if we have 10 or more power worth of creatures, Ghalta is only going to cost 2 mana to come into play, which is pretty ridiculous. We also have some cool cards from M21 in the form of Elder Gargaroth. This is a card we actually haven't featured in any of our decks yet, because we never really got around to really playing this. It's pretty popular in like a standard Gruul list, but this has all the abilities. This is kind of like almost like Questing Beast good. Not quite yet as good as Questing Beast, obviously. But this is a 5-mana 6/6 with Vigilance, Reach, Trample. When it attacks or blocks, you get to either put a 3/3 beast in play, gain 3 life, or draw a card. So you can see how that could be ridiculous. You know, when you're grading a card on how good it is, pretty much the more words, the better it is. So, and this is definitely one of those cards. Green seems to have that happen a lot. We also have another cool reprint in Jumpstart in the form of Thragtusk. It's a 5-mana 5/3. We get 5 life when it comes into play, and when it leaves the battlefield for any reason, whether it's bounced, exiled, killed, we're actually going to get a replacement, a 3/3 beast creature token. So really cool. We do have a few copies of Shifting Ceratops. Again, this is good because it is pro blue, can't be countered. This is going to help us get around these control decks that we might run into, especially with decks that have Teferis and whatnot. The mono blue control aggro deck that we don't like running against. So this is really good. We have, again, Neith. This was featured in our Towering Formation deck. This is just going to allow us to draw cards. It's going to allow us to double our creatures' powers whenever we attack. And then to round it off, we have a bunch of creatures that produce mana in some way. So we have 4 copies of Arboreal Grazer to play an extra land every turn. We have 4 copies of Llanowar Elves. We have 3 copies of Llanowar Visionaries, because this does draw us a card, so it replaces itself. And then we have 2 copies of Rishkar. So this is a cool reprint in Jumpstart that I believe was originally in Aether Revolt, maybe Kaladesh, but I'm pretty sure Aether Revolt. When it comes into play, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on 2 creatures that we control, whether it be itself or one of our other creatures like Arboreal Grazer. and each creature that we have with a counter on it is actually going to be able to tap to add for green. So it is going to help ramp us out a little bit and slightly grow our creatures. So, and to add all this up, we have 26 lands. We're playing three copies of Castle Garenbrig. I don't feel like we need 4, but we're gonna run it as is, and we will see how we do. Yeah, but other than that, if you don't mind, just watch through the whole video and stay through the wrap up, and we will talk about what we like and what we didn't like. And yeah, so we will see you guys soon. All right, well, let's go hunt some behemoths, and we're gonna start off playing against our good pal Zurag. We really have no idea who Zurag is, but he seems, or they seem like a cool person. Well, hello Zurag. Oh, we did not get shocked. So let's assert dominance and probably get shocked here. Oh yeah, you're gonna take one. You're gonna shock it. No. The fact that Lanarelf is still alive right now bodes really well for us. So we're gonna go ahead and play some extra lands. We have access to 5 mana right now, 6 mana next turn. So we could potentially... Okay, so we're playing against a spell deck. Oh, that's unfortunate. But we do get to Vivien, play a beast. We're gonna give the beast vigilance. I really like vigilance as the best option, to be honest with you guys. Oh, well, he's just gonna give us all of the beats. So, well, let's just go ahead and run out a giant 12/12. No reason to attack with a 3/3 since he has a wall. So, I mean, we still could potentially lose really easily because of the fact that he's going to have a lot of damage. He's going to get extra damage from his electrostatic field. Yeah, so this is and he's going to get 1/1s. Oh man, this is a lot of damage. So we're at 6. This is actually a really good draw. So yeah, I don't think we attack with the elf. I will be upset though if they end up at 1 life. But yeah, Naeth was a very, very good draw. I feel like you're going to want to block more than that. Well, on the plus side, we got all of our opponent's creatures off the board. Please don't be at 1. Okay, they're at 4. So that's good. We're at 6, so double bolt here. No, don't lightning strike us twice. Oh my god, really? Wow. Wow. That's pretty unfortunate. I think that's pretty ridiculous that our opponent had that much burn in their hand. But again, you know, you play what you play. All right, well, on to the next game. So they had Xaxes, but we're gonna hydrate. We're gonna forget about it, and we're gonna mulligan and forget about it. And we will keep this, and we will put back Naeth. So it's more important that we definitely have 3 mana next turn, as opposed to not drawing a land. It's not ideal putting a, oh, you're just going to quit 46 seconds into the game. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but... All right. Well, we had our first game in this video series that was less than a minute. It happens, it happens. A lot of people get hurt. Omega. All right, we will keep this. Opponent gets to go first. We'll see what they're playing based on which one of these we drop. I mean, I think we typically will just drop the Llanowar Elf. But we have to wait for our opponent to get there. Sleeve is this? These are cool sleeves. I've never seen these. Where do these sleeves come from and how can we get them? Probably just in the shop, right? All right, well, they're on at least green blue, so it's going to be a little slow rolling for them. So they might be on an elemental plan. So we have access to 6 mana next turn, but it could be on a... we do this, we actually net an extra mana so we can play both of these. But I feel like we're just going to get Storm's Wrath here. But we have to play like they don't have it. Okay, so they don't have it. 6, 7, 8. Play this, everything gets +5/+5. 10. 16, yeah, lethal. I wouldn't mind just drawing a land off the top. Perfect. Six, 7, 8. Matter. And we hit him for 26. Whew, that's a lot of damage really quickly. All right, who is our next challenger, guys? Sims. Yeah, we'll definitely keep this. Llanowar Elf really is an unfair card. Mono red. Oh, goblins again. So I think we're going to offer this trade here. He did not take it. Okay. Instigator. If he does attack, I'm going to block. I don't want to trade with his crappy goblin tokens or his instigator. I really just want to trade with the prospector to get him off of that extra mana. He has 6 mana right now, so that's a good card. What'd he hit? Okay. Behemoth is good. We're gonna keep his Garenbrig in our hand. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I think we got to use it. We're gonna give it haste. We're gonna get in. If he wants to trade his board here, that's fine. But if he doesn't do anything about our board, we do get to kill him next turn. Really? I think you 100% of the time there go after an Oracle of Mul Daya. Yeah. Well, good game, my friend. Good game. Yeah, we're just playing against a bunch of aggro type decks tonight. Well, except for the deck that decided to quit, you know, 46 seconds in. So, Urtai, Wizard Adept. Okay. Ooh. This is a hand, all right. So we're actually going to play Grazer this go around, because we get to turn 2 Rishkar and put counters on both of these and potentially, you know, stop drawing lands. So if we play Rishkar on turn 2, opponents concede. So, okay. Worth noting. Write that down. Yeah, we're just sitting at... what, sitting at 4 and 1 right now. And it is... oh, this guy's name, or this person's name. Holy moly. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is not the best hand, but we do have our ultimate concede hand. Well, they're staying in the game. Let's get in there. Are we playing against elves, maybe? Or are they playing, like, big green also? Ooh, a death touch. So they revealed, ooh, they're also playing Rishkar. Okay, let's draw something that's not land. Yeah, well, next turn we're just gonna cast Ghalta. I mean, what are they gonna do, right? They probably play Rishkar here. They'll have a 3/3 and a 4/4. That's pretty good. Maybe they swing in. Oh, and a Pelt Collector, okay. Okay, well, so if we play this, we have... no, we don't have enough. We could play that. No, we're not going to pretend. Yeah, let's offer the trade. We don't necessarily need the Rishkar anymore, so we will offer the trade. So giving him the 1/1 counter on his Pelt Collector is kind of decent. It turns off any 2-power creatures in his hand. Okay. So just a 1/1 that replaces itself. Visionary is eh. But it does let us know what he's playing. He might have like a fight spell. No, just another one. Okay, yeah, so he's definitely just playing elves. So Dwynen's elite there. We're not gonna block. If we're gonna trade with this, we'd much rather be in a state where we're dealing trample damage to you. We're not gonna attack there either. We're gonna see how much power you have in play. Okay. Nope. No blocks. It might be really good that he actually swung with that. We really would have liked to have seen. So, are we greedy? So we just go with this. Everything gets +5/+5. Trample. Ghalta gets blocked. That's 17. 17, 23, 30, 35, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. Oh, it's exact lethal. Exact lethal. Oh, did we miss math? Oh no, he just didn't want to count it up, so. All right, sweet. Next game was pretty crazy. Let's pause. Yeah, I feel like we counted correctly, right? We had to have. I feel like, yes, counted correctly. Mulligan. Sorry, I was thinking. All right, well, we're gonna put back, we just put back a land. I do think that was the absolute correct choice. Putting back the land. Really? Stern Dismissal? What is your deck? Now you don't have another one, do you? Oh my god. LOL. LOL, my friend, LOL. Well, the hits start coming next turn, so... Whenever you draw, put a counter on that big old boy. Yeah, we're gonna offer the trade. Oh, so this is like a Miracle Grow deck. Do we try to not get blown out by an opt? They have really a dive down. We had to try. Well, it worked out for us, so. It worked out. You just drew a Stern Dismissal? That's pretty amazing. That is probably the most insane The most insane draws I've ever seen. Oh, we're gonna play this again. No attacks. Okay. So the good news. We are going to gain some life. We are going to... No, let's undo that. Let's get some creatures with reach going.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
So I think we've definitely turned a page here. So the question is, do we want to minus? So we can minus and minus play Thragtusk. I think we're going to.
Savagery loves company.
Let's gain a little more life.
Lots of them.
And I think we are going to get a Rishkar. Counter. Counter. We are not going to attack. Okay, so he's going to grow that. I don't know why you would do that there. I guess he's just looking for... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the benefit of casting Dive down there is, though. Okay. Yep. That was pretty insane that we recovered from those early Stern dismissals, and because he drew 3 of them, right? Yeah, he drew 3. Wow. Okay, good game. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we actually did better than I thought we would do with this deck. We went 6-1. We did have 2 really quick concedes. They happened, you know, less than a minute into the game, which is unfortunate, but we did have some other good decks, or no, other good games against some decks. Losing that first game against Mono Red Burn was a heartbreak. Was a little disappointing. Don't think we could have done anything different thinking about it. So it is what it is, though. You know, you can't win them all. So, but yeah, this deck did really well. I don't think we necessarily need to have the Naeths in the deck. It's not really something that we particularly need because we are powering out such large creatures pretty quickly. I do think in a future build of this, we probably want to go down one more Shifting Ceratops for maybe another Llanowar Visionary, or even a third Rishkar. It is powerful to be able to drop this on turn 2, regardless of what the other creature that you're putting on, whether it be either a Grazer or a Llanowar Elf. This is just a potential turn 2 mana dork that grows your creatures, so it is good in that sense. Not really sold on the Thragtusks, also just because of it being such a small toughness creature. For 5 mana, yeah, it does do a lot of things. It does gain you 5 life. It does give you a 3/3 if it does leave the battlefield. But again, I don't think that this deck needs this. I honestly think this would probably just be better as a questing beast, something along those lines. And yeah, I really think I really think these are the cards that we would change: the Naeths and the Thragtusks. And I'd probably also just go ahead and switch out one forest for another Castle Garenbrig. That way we're just playing the full 4 of. I think that is the right play. But yeah, so in a different build of this, I think I would run the 4th Visionary, at least one more Renegade, the Rishkar Peema Renegade, and then 2 questing beasts. So those would be my suggestions for replacements. So, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below of this deck. Again, it was a lot of fun. This deck is by no means competitive at all, and I really do like the fact, the aesthetics of this, as it's just being 2 cards in every row. That is kind of appealing to my eyes. So yeah, make of that however you want. But yeah, again, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. Anything you can do to interact with the channel would be amazing. Join the Discord especially, and check out all those other links down below. Again, thanks for spending time and watching the video. You guys have an amazing day. Stay safe, and we will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.